Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've done a live thing, so we'll see if anybody wants to come on and talk. You may hear some noise. Um, I am wrapping up a party. Um, I graduated today. Hey Justin, hey, I graduated today, second time, and I got my degree in computer information technologies. Even though I already work in the field, it was nice to have the degree. And yeah, so 4 years of hard work for me, being a dad and a husband and a grandpa and working full time and everything else. But so I wanted to go ahead and talk about some things that I picked up and see if anybody wants to come on and chat about anything. And yeah, just basically it. Didn't really plan this, just had a little bit extra time before we shut it down for the night. And just want to talk about some of the KISS stuff I picked up. First thing I got is I actually got this in the tail end of last month, and got this at the tail end of last month. And this is the limited edition Destroyer. They just put this out back in April, and it is the um, red vinyl, red and black swirl vinyl, and I've not opened it yet, so I can't show you what it looks like, but it's red with black swirls. That's really the only thing, as far as I know, from what I can tell. This is basically made from the 2014 pressings. There's actually even some 2014 dates on this, even though it has the limited edition sticker on it there. Limited edition sticker. But this is the, and it's just, there's nothing really special about the track listing. It's just the same. So basically the same as the 2014 reissue, but red and black vinyl. They supposedly only pressed 3,000 of these, but I know that they just also released it in the UK. So I don't know if they pressed in the UK as well, but they originally said there was only pressing 3,000 of them. Whenever we bought it off of Sound of Vinyl, they said it was only 3,000 pressings. The next thing I picked up, so I got that offline off Sound of Vinyl. They've got some pretty cool KISS stuff if you want to check them out. The next thing I got for my birthday. My youngest daughter and her husband. My birthday was in April 14th. Got a year younger, 49. And so they wanted to buy me some stuff. So they just went down to one of the local flea markets and they picked me up some KISS stuff. So one of the things they picked me up was a KISS 8-track. This Destroyer 8-track. This is original. This is an MBLP 87025 Destroyer there. And there's the track listing on the back. So that's cool. That'll go along right up here with my KISS Alive. And I'm still looking for me an 8-track player. Whenever I go out to thrift stores and things like that, I'm trying to find one, but I'm trying to find one that's pretty decent size. But these things, they were just huge. And I don't know. I may end up finding one online somewhere, but I've been looking at thrift stores. Another thing that they got me for my birthday is they got me, excuse me, they got me the Psycho Circus PC game. Um, yeah, so Psycho Circus PC game. Not got to play this. If anybody knows if this is any good, um, I haven't even got to read up on it. But I'm looking forward to playing it, whether it's good or not. It's Kiss, so I know they don't always have the best luck with stuff like this. So, but I got it as a present for my birthday. I'm looking forward to playing it. It's PC, so I got that from them as well for my birthday. And they got me these two cassettes. It's called Kiss 15 Years On. And I think they said one of them is an interview, limited edition interview picture disc. So it looks like it's Elder era on the disc. It looks like it's Elder era. I hadn't got the chance to listen to this. I've been really busy wrapping up my education for wrapping up my classes to finish my degree. So hadn't got to listen to this yet. But so there's this one, and there is this one that come with it. And this says the same thing, Kiss 15 Years On. And this says limited edition interview picture disc. But then on the back of it, it also says, looks like there's another disc back here. It's one of those weird ones that opens up weird. I know you couldn't see. Let me put that in the camera so you can see what I did. So it opens up this way. It has a disc here that's like the other one. It says it's a picture disc. Then if you flip it around to the back, it's got Unholy, God Gave Rock and Roll to You, Deuce and Strutter. And then it looks like it's Eric Singer, Bruce Kulick. Looks like the Revenge era. Looks like the Revenge era type band. So, but yeah, that was another birthday present. Haven't got a chance to listen to any of this yet. I mean, it's just, I've just been so busy. Hopefully I'll get the chance to listen to it. And same daughter, Brooklyn, give her a shout out, Brooklyn and Rod. They bought this for me for my birthday also, and this is a comic book. I ain't got a chance to read this either. That's comic book, Psycho Circus, book 1. Not got the chance to read it yet, but I will. Now that my life won't circulate around classes, although I do have grandbabies coming quickly. I've got 3 now. One that's just now getting ready to be 2 weeks old, one that's almost 5 months old, and one that's almost 17 months old. They're keeping Paw busy, but you know, that's the joys of being a parent and then being a grandparent. And just a couple other things here. Like I said, I didn't get a whole lot this month. Bought this at a record store here in Morganton called Play It Again. This is the first album I've got from there. They're Play It Again. They're downtown there in Morganton. And this is I think it's a second press of Hotter Than Hell. I haven't got the chance to really dig into it, dig into the research of what this is. But it's in okay shape. The cover is kind of pulled off here where they had a price tag. But the cover's not busted out. The spine is in pretty good shape. And the cover's not busted out. The cover otherwise, that's what the cover looks like, the front cover. and the back cover. So I saw this and I paid $12 for it. So, you know, and here is, I don't know if this is original dust. I don't think this is original dust sleeve. Like I said, I've not got to do too much research on this yet, but I don't think this is original dust sleeve. I think the original dust sleeve is going to look more like this album I'm going to show in just a few minutes. But as you see, it's what we call a bogey, a bogey blue label, Casablanca, and trying to get the there it is. That came in focus. But that's a Casablanca bogey blue label. And the reason why I think this is a second press is if you look, where the Kiss Hotter Than Hell is down here. Or this is either a variant of the first press. The Kiss Hotter Than Hell is down here, but I think on the first press, Kiss Hotter Than Hell is actually up here in this area. So I think this is a second version of the first press is what I think this is, but I haven't got the chance to do research on it. But it is, let's see, it's MBLP 7006 is the catalog number on this one. MBLP 7006 is what that is. And the vinyl's in really good shape. I get really disheartened whenever I find something and the vinyl's in good shape, or the jacket's all to hell, or when the jacket's in good shape and then the vinyl's all to hell. But this is actually really, I don't know if you can really see that, but the vinyl is in really good shape on this. So looking forward to giving this a spin. Still working on getting my room set up that I'm going to have my, we've got, my daughter is living with us, and when she moves out, I'm going to take one of those rooms and turn it into my studio. So that'll be where I put my records and where I'll do my videos from. That'll be my permanent place to do my videos. Hey, Wes. Wes is my father-in-law. Thanks for watching, Wes. SP dudes, hello, how are you? How are you this fine evening? We're just going through some Kiss albums. Some Kiss albums I picked up this past week. It's one of my little pickup videos I do. This one I just got. So this technically would kind of fall in May, but I would be done basically right now at this point and then just taking questions. So, but I'm going to go ahead and show this one off because I found this one I went to Dead Wax in Lenoir, and he usually has some pretty good stuff. I've got several things from him if you watch my older pickup videos, but he didn't have anything. He had a version of the Elder that I already have, and it was in the same type of shape as the one that I have, so I didn't buy it. Excuse me, let me get some of my drink. But he had a version of the Elder that I had, and I didn't buy it because I already have one. But there's another place in Lenoir that my son was telling me about, Stephen, who's in my videos with me. And it's a place called J&B Vinyl, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's called J&B Vinyl. And so I stopped in there, and she had some Kiss albums. She had a Love Gun, but I already had Love Gun, and it wasn't in that great of shape. I've already got like 3 or 4 different copies of Love Gun. She had a version of Fraley's Comet that was still sealed that I may go back on Monday and buy, because I didn't buy it at the time. I was kind of bummed that it wasn't the blue vinyl version, but now that I think about it, I'm kind of having some regret on that, and I think I'm going to go back and get it because it is sealed from the 80s. She had a really horrible copy of Paul Stanley's solo album, had some water damage. She had a copy of Alive that was missing an album. I informed her of it. And I think she had a pretty crappy version of Dress to Kill, if I'm not mistaken. It was Dress to Kill or Rock and Roll Over. It was one of those. But she had this, and she had it for $10. And I jumped all over it. And here's why. Um, we're going to pull the album cover out first. I keep my albums and all my inserts outside of the album covers whenever I'm storing them in my thing back here, my crate. But this is a version of, this is Kiss Alive. And it does, the case does have some ring wear. The outside cover does have some ring wear, has a couple little wrinkles. And she stuck the price tag right on the thing. So I'm going to have to probably get put some hot air on that to take that away. But on the inside, it's in good shape. It's in great shape. Nobody's wrote on it. The spine is in decent shape. I have seen worse. I think I actually own a worse spine. The back is in great shape. It's got some ring wear to it. This is just from people storing them, I don't know if it's from storing them flat or if it's just from them rubbing up against other records. I've heard both things. That storing them flat does that, and also it'll also warp the albums. But so I saw this and I was like, I was not really inspired because I thought I'd already seen the one that didn't have the album in it, and I was like, oh great, we're gonna have another one that's just wonder if there's 3 albums in one of these. So but then I looked down inside one of the things, one of the sleeves, and I saw this. And I know these aren't rare, but it's nice to see them. You usually don't see inserts in the wild. At least I don't. And to find an insert in the wild is pretty cool. To find an insert in pretty decent shape is even really cooler. This has some wrinkling to it, but still, this is the cover. I'll open this up here. And then there is Gene. And then we have Peter. And this is not torn. The staples are still in place. Staples aren't rusty. This is the inside there. And then you have Paul. And then you have Ace. And then you have the back with the shot of the band. And I was really happy about that. Like I said, it does have some wrinkling to it that I'm not real sure where all this wrinkling comes from. I can't really get the light on it just right to show that. Maybe kind of, there it is. Kind of that just wrinkling. And I think that's just handling. But it does have this kind of down in the corner where it's kind of folded a little bit down here. But still in great shape. And then the albums. It did have both albums. Here's the cool thing that I thought was cool. Like I said, finding this in the wild is not always something you find every day. It had the Casablanca dust sleeve. And on the back side, it's got Alive from Kiss. It's got other Casablanca artists on here, but it's got Alive. It's got Buddy Miles, Donna Summer, Dress to Kill, Parliament Chocolate City, Buddy Miles, Kiss Higher Than Hell, and Kiss that includes Got Nothing to Lose, Strutter Deuce and Black Diamond, and Larry Santos. So it's got the albums here. And there's Both Is That Way. This one's got a fold on it. Both Is That Way. This one's got a little bit of wrinkling to it. They both got a little bit of wrinkling to it, almost like they were. I don't think they were wet, because I don't see water damage. But I don't know. I don't know where that wrinkling comes from. But then on the inside, and I haven't had the chance to research this yet, but it's MBLP 7020 Bogey Blue Label. And I don't know if this is first press or not. Like I said, I'm sorry I hadn't done research on these before. I may end up putting in the comments and doing a pinned comment if you want to look in the comments. May do a comment and pin it once I go back and find out what these actually are. But I know that I've seen versions where this Kiss Alive is, and kind of like what I was saying with the one I showed earlier, the Hotter Than Hell, that I think that it's a second press because the Hotter Than Hell is down here rather than being up here. But the Kiss Alive on this one is up here. So I don't know if this is a first press or not, but I'm curious to find out. But this is, so this is the album that has, starts off with Deuce Strutter Got to Choose, Hotter Than Hell, and then Firehouse. So that's what's on this one. And then on the back side, It's Nothing to Lose, Come On Love Me, Parasite, and She. So that's the first album. And then the second album is side 3 is Watching You, 100,000 Years, Black Diamond. And then the back side is Rock Bottom, Cold Gin, Rock and Roll All Night, and Let Me Go Rock and Roll. So very happy about that. Paid $10 for it. So I was very happy about that. Nice little addition to the collection to go along with what I already have as far as Alive 2 goes. And as far as what I have as far as Alive 2 goes is I have the 180 gram 2014 re-release that's still sealed. And I have a version of that's a 1982 re-release that is a Canadian release. So I think those are all the versions of Alive that I have. Let me look. Yeah, those are the only versions of Alive I have. I have this one here, and I have the 180 gram, and then I have the one that I was talking about that's from, I've talked about this in the previous pickups, but this is one that's a re-release from, this is catalog number PRID3, and this is a Canadian 82 re-release, and it's kind of weird. I pointed that out in my video that instead of having the 3 original albums, Kiss, Hotter Than Hell, and Dressed to Kill, it's got Kiss, Destroyer, and Dynasty in it. So this was printed after Dynasty. But yeah, it doesn't have a, but it's got the insert in it, just like the original did. It's got the insert. This insert's actually in better shape than the one that I just picked up. But it's still the same exact insert, still got the same insides and everything, still got the same pictures, nothing has changed about it. But the albums are Casablanca Filmworks labels. And then it comes in this dust sleeve. these dust sleeves, but but yeah. So that's the versions of Alive that I have. And like I said, I'm sorry that I don't have better information about what these are. One thing that I do note about this too is this has a very glossy finish on it. If you can see that, it's got a very glossy finish to it, where the original Alives did not have that. It was almost more of a matte finish to it. But they're not rare, but you just don't find these. You're lucky if you find them. And I found this one at Dead Wax. Where I found a lot of my other albums, Dead Wax and Lenore, and my 180s, like they're sealed. All my 180s are sealed so far. I've not opened any of them. So that is all I picked up. I picked up that Alive, and I picked up these other things that my kids got me for my birthday, and the Hotter Than Hell, first or second press, and the Destroyer, with the limited edition Destroyer with the red and black swirl vinyl that just came out. Still sealed, not opened it yet. Price is already going up on it. I wished I would have ordered two, but I only ordered one. They were $29 or $3 shipping at the time. So, excuse me, that's all I have. So unless anybody has any questions, I said I was going to make this about 30 minutes long. I got about 4 minutes to go before I shut everything down. Talking about what we have. If anybody has any questions, that's fine. They can ask. If you're not live, you can put them in the comments. But we are working on, as far as our Kiss reviews, Kiss album reviews goes, we just finished Ace's solo album. I've put Gene's up. We've finished reviewing Ace's, and I'm in the process of editing it, and that will go live on Tuesday. If nothing happens, that'll go live on Tuesday. And then we're going by catalog number. We're doing Peter's. I think we're going to film that on Wednesday, me and Steven, and that'll go live the Tuesday after. And then we'll finish with Paul's, and that'll go live the Tuesday after, around the end of May. And before we go into Dynasty, we want to do something really neat. We're going to do a best of the solo albums, like our best of the solo albums. So I'm not going to review a best of the solo albums, but me and Steven are going to build our solo album, like what song, what playlist, 10 songs off of the solo albums. You have to pick at least one off of each album. So what songs would you put on a solo album? And we'll do our 10 songs. He'll do his 10, I'll do my 10. And we're also going to do commentary of Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, because Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, the solo albums came out in September of '78, and then Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park came on television in October of '78, right around Halloween. So we're going to do a commentary of that. We're going to watch it all the way through. And the cool thing is Steven has never seen Kiss Meets the Phantom. So Steven being only 24, a lot of these albums, he had never heard Gene's solo album. He had never heard Peter's. He had never heard Paul's. So they've been, and some of the Kiss albums we've already done, he had never heard, like Rock and Roll Over, he had never heard. He had never heard Alive 2. So we're working our way through those. And then once we get done with the Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park commentary, we're going to go into Dynasty, and then we're just going to continue to work our way through the catalog. Dynasty, Unmasked, working our way on up. The Elder, let's see what's next. Creatures, Lick It Up, just working our way on up through there. And we are also making some other videos. He came over tonight. He was here for my cookout for my graduation, and we made some what we called In My Head arcade videos. These are going to be real short, 5 to 10 minute long videos, but we're playing arcade games, and we're capturing screen screenshots or screen footage of us playing games, and you'll be able to see us. We'll be down in the corner, webcamming us, and we started with not ColecoVision. I don't know why I said that. We started with Atari 2600, and we played Pitfall, and we played Dig Dug, and we played Yar's Revenge, River Raid. I can't remember what all we played. So we're going to do that. We're going to do some more Atari 2600 games. There's some more games we want to do, like we want to do Adventure, Haunted House. We want to do Asteroids. We wanted to do Combat, but we had controllers, but we could only get one of the controllers to work. We couldn't get the other controller to work, so we can't do head-to-head on anything unless we can figure out how to get the other controller to work. We're using an emulator called Stella. So and so check those out if you're a retro game nerd or a video game nerd in general. Check those out. We're going to work our way up through the systems. We're going to be playing stuff on the Commodore 64. We're going to be playing stuff on the ColecoVision, Intellivision. We're going to be playing stuff on the NES, the Sega Master System, the Super NES. We're going to just work our way on up through Nintendo 64, PlayStation, PlayStation 2. We're going to just work our way on up through we're going to go through some MAME, probably do some MAME arcade games like Golden Axe we were talking about. So it's going to be real fun. Also, we're going to be doing some, as it gets warmer. I had somebody ask me, they saw me, one of my friends saw me that watches my video, and he asked when we were going to be doing more paranormal videos. And we are going to be doing more paranormal videos. Just waiting on it to get warmer. It's starting to get warm. You know, it was still kind of cool when we shot the other ones back in the 1st of April. It was still kind of cool. So paranormal videos just going to take a little bit more time to do. I'm going to try to put out at least once a month, but you may not always get one once a month. It may be a special feature. And I've had people, when are we going to review anything other than KISS? I've got some reviews I'm working on. I'm working on a review for a viewer that's been asking for it from the very beginning for a band called EZO. We're putting on the final touches on that. We've also started doing a series called Song Exchange, where Steven listens to a song, and it's one that I play for him that he's never heard before, and I get his thoughts on it, and then he plays a song for me that I've supposedly never heard before. He gets my thoughts on it. So we've been doing that. I'm going to be doing some other reviews of other albums. I've got some 80s albums I want to review, like Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, Rat's first album, well, their first full album, Out of the Cellar, Faster Pussycats album, Bang Tango's album. There's a bunch of albums that I want to review. Bang Tango's first album. There's a bunch of albums I want to review that I'm going to be doing. Plus, I'm going to be doing some Type O Negative reviews. Those have been a long time coming. It's just I've been really busy with school, and I knew that the KISS catalog, I knew that I wanted to go all the way through it. Me being a big KISS fan, I wanted to go all the way through it, and I knew we had over 30 albums to go through. So I've been trying to keep those coming out on a regular basis. And so I've had to film those when I've had the opportunity to film them with Steven, and sometimes that's been the only day of the week that I've been able to film. So it's took a little bit of time. But other than that, that's really all I can think about. We've got a special thing that we're working on, a little segment, a couple other segments, video segments that we're working on. Don't want to say too much about those just yet, but we're trying to just kind of, keep things, even though and I know we're known for our KISS reviews, and it seems like we do KISS review after KISS review after KISS review. Like I said, there's 30 albums. We're not even halfway through yet, so, and I know a lot of people are really looking forward to us to get into 80s KISS, Eric Carr era KISS, and things like that. And we are working on that. We're working at it like as fast as we can. We're working up through them, so we will get those done. But we're trying to bring other type of different content and everything. So, but yeah, so if you guys just stick around and just keep coming back, subscribe. There's, you can hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so you get notified whenever we put out something new. And like I said, there's going to be 2 to 3 videos coming out a week, and one of them is going to be a Kiss review, and then one of them may be a song exchange review or song exchange. One of them may be a video game playthrough or a little review or information, or us just goofing off playing video games or whatnot. And then a review from another band. Could be just me getting on and rambling like I am right now. So, but I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys that came in and watched this live video. And for those of you who watch it in the future, I appreciate you watching, appreciate you commenting. Be sure to keep commenting. Thanks for watching.